Hey everyone, I thought today I would make a video and I just did a distant healing session for some of my friends and I did it by proxy, of course, because I'm here and they're there and there and there all over, so I can't literally do it face to face with them, so I did it by proxy. And you know I'm a strong believer, if you have faith and you believe in something, that it can work. And anytime you're doing any type of healing, especially like distance healing, all you have to do is accept the energy and to believe. And that's key to anything that you're trying to manifest, is believing. So after I did the healing session, I normally take a nap, because for some reason, anytime I do energy work, and I'm always drained afterwards, like really tired. Even if I'm just reading, tarot cards afterwards, I'm really drained. And that's how I feel now. But sometimes the goddess wants us to do other things, and it's not always the things we want to do. But when she tells us to do something, we really should listen. So I'm trying to be a good girl and listen to my mother goddess. And she told me that I need to do a video. And the theme for the video is self-love. And I had been thinking about doing a video and with a different theme. I had talked with a friend the other night, and we were kind of like playing with the idea of doing, a video with a different theme, but it's something, very close to self-love. So I thought, with that conversation I had with my friend, and then today, after I did this healing session, and I got this, I guess you would say, message, this thought just popped in my head. And the goddess, she communicates with everyone differently, and that's how she communicates with me. She just, a thought will pop in my head, or perhaps, I can be meditating and, something will come to me, or a lot of times I can be asleep and it can be, through dream sequence. But, like I said, she communicates with us. We just got to learn how to recognize it, and we've got to listen. So that's what I'm doing. I'm listening, and we're going to do a conversation on self-love. And before we begin, as always, got an incense going over here, and I just want to clear our space a little bit, and I say it all the time, and I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over, but that's how I learn, is repetition. And maybe someone else out there, is actually listening to me, and maybe they're learning something through repetition as well. But anytime you're doing any type of spell work, any type of teaching, just talking, clear your space. Like I said, negativity is always just waiting to latch on, and it's so easy for it, to get in. It's, you've seen some type of little insect or some little, critter that finds just a teeny tiny little crack, and they'll, go on in through that little crack. Well, that's negativity for you. It can be the smallest little crack, but it will wiggle its way in, I promise you. So just always clear your space. And you know fighting negativity, it's a never ending battle. And there's nothing wrong with trying to be cautious. So always clear your space, and just keep in the back of your mind that negativity is always waiting, for the right moment. And I also lit a candle, and I lit this candle and I set an intention as I lit it, and the intention that I set was just simply that, you know, this theme of this video of self-love, you know, that it may reach at least one person and help someone to see, and to help someone to accept, and just help someone to, you know, love themselves, because, you know, lack of love fosters negativity, you know, and we've got to learn to love ourselves. You know, it took me a long time to understand, and it took me an even longer time to, you know, learn to love myself, but finally, you know, I got it. And, you know, sometimes it's due to things that we've been through. Sometimes it's just due to ignorance, you know. Sometimes there's no reason at all. But, you know, we've got to learn to love ourselves. And I just thought that theme was, you know, an important theme. And I think the goddess just wanted me to talk to, you know, you guys about that today. So that's what we're going to do. And as always, I brought a couple stones, and but before I show you my stones, I wanted to show you this. It's an intention oil that I made. I think I made it last week, but it's just it's got a base oil, and it's got a few different essential oils in it. It's got rose petals in it. It's got a few little stones in there. And then this little charm here is a butterfly. And it's a charm that my grandmother gave me when I was a teenager. And when she gave me this necklace with this charm on it, she told me to remember that the butterfly signifies new beginnings. And this particular oil that I made, I've used it for several different types of spell work, but they were all, you know, of love. They were love of self, they were love of another, they were love of my children. You know, you can use, you know, you can use an ingredient or a tool, you know, repeatedly. And, you know, when I made this oil, the intention that I placed in it was love. But, you know, there's so many forms of love. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, for a love spell, or, you know, the love of a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You know, there's so many types of love. And today we're going to use it to promote self-love. So I'm gonna give it a few little shakes, and then I'm gonna put a few drops in my hand and simply anoint my hands. And of course I'm gonna be playing with the stones, so they'll be anointed as well. And the good thing about making intention oils, and you're using essential oils, you know, of course you're using them for your spell work, but they always smell so good. And, you know, to everyone else it could be a perfumed oil that you're wearing, but you know that it's, you know, for spell work. So we're just going to put a few drops in my hand. And anytime I use, you know, intention oil, as I rub it into my hands, you know, I visualize, you know, that's part of manifesting, you know, is you've got to see what it is you desire, what it is you need. And I just see myself, you know, looking in the mirror. I see myself smiling back at myself, and I'm happy. And I love myself. I love what I see. I'm happy with what I see. I'm satisfied with what I see. And I brought my rose quartz wand because, of course, rose quartz is the stone of love. And I've said this before too, it's not just for love of another, it's also for self-love. It could be the love of your husband, it can be the love of your boyfriend, the love of your children, the love of a pet, and like what we're talking about today, self-love, love of ourselves. And self-love is the most important type of love of all, because you know if you can't love yourself, you can't give love, you can't receive love. You've got to learn to love yourself before you can give love to anyone, before you can receive love from anyone. You've got to love yourself. And I know it's easier said than done, but believe me, you can learn to do anything. And this one particular thing is a very, very important thing that we need to learn to do. And, just living life and living in this world that we live in, it's so easy to just, put our needs and our wants aside and, worry about other people. And that right there is the start to not loving yourself. When you start putting everyone ahead of yourself, it's usually because you're not loving yourself to the fullest. And don't take it that I'm saying, don't look out for your children or don't look out for your spouse. That's not what I'm saying. But don't put everyone's needs ahead of your needs, because if you're a mom, if you're a caregiver, you can't take care of someone else if you're not taking care of yourself. You can't love someone else if you're not loving yourself. So that's why I say rose quartz is a really great stone, because it's not only the stone, for love of others, but it's a stone for self-love, love of yourself. And I've got a few little smile ones here. Simply got just a little piece of amethyst, and it's like to me it's like a wonder stone. It's a stone of owl, it's a stone of protection, a stone of love. It's just an overall good luck stone. It's a common stone. It's a stone of happiness. And to get to the key to happiness is self-love. You can't truly be happy if you don't love yourself. And that's why I say we should include the amethyst as well. And then I just have a smile clear quartz point, because these are stones of clarity, and these are another like one for all stone. You can do any type of spell work and you can use a clear quartz in it, and it also amplifies, whatever property or energy that you are trying to get or you're using, or what other stone you're using. You put this clear quartz with it and it amplifies it. It's a great energizer. It amplifies any other stone, any other energy. And like I said, it's one of those stones that you can use in any type of spell work. So I thought we would bring the two little power packed ones out with us as well, the amethyst and the clear quartz. And put these up here. And another thing that I brought this selenite wand. And the only reason I really grabbed it was because, in order to have self-love, you've got to be rid of negativity because, like I said, lack of love fosters negativity. And I just thought that we could take the selenite wand and we could just simply comb through our aura and get rid of any negativity that may be lingering that's attached itself to us. And this is something you can do at home, and you don't have to do any special ritual. You don't have to say any special words or anything. You just can grab your selenite wand. If you just have a piece of selenite, it doesn't have to be big, it can be small, it doesn't matter. And you just, you know, anytime you're feeling like low, that you feel like you have low vibrations, because low vibrations, that's negativity. And if you feel low, if you just feel like down for no reason, you're feeling a little depressed, you're feeling a little lazy, you just feel like you don't have any get up and go, you could have some negativity attached to you. So just grab your selenite and just comb through your aura, all around. If you want to actually, lay it upon yourself, and cleanse yourself, if you just want to put it in your, personal space. But I'm telling you, just get you some selenite. Like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be big, it can be just a little small piece. It doesn't matter. It can be polished, it can be tumbled, it can be rough, it does not matter, long as it's selenite. And selenite is the best stone in the world to clear you of negativity. And another great thing about selenite is you don't have to cleanse it. Don't put it in any water because it's water soluble, because it's a stone in the salt family. But don't put it in water. Try not to get it wet. But just remember, you don't have to cleanse it. And you can use it to cleanse your other stones, charge your other stones, simply by putting it in the same area as them. Or you can get a flat piece, like what they call a selenite plate, or like a palm stone, and just lay your other stones on it. But it can be a wand, it can be anything. Just put it in there with your stones and leave it overnight, and it will cleanse your stones. But it's a great stone as well, and I just had to include it because, like I said, when you're talking about self-love, you've got to remember that, lack of love, it fosters negativity. So we've got our stones up there, we've got our candle, we've got our incense going. So let's move on. And like I said, it's you can't teach someone how to love themselves. You can show them how to love themselves. You can help them see the good in themselves, And love and happiness and positivity. Those three things go hand in hand. And if you want to be happy, if you want to be positive, you've got to love yourself. And those are the three things that most people are, striving to have in life. Everyone wants to be happy, everyone wants to be positive, and everyone wants to find love, to be in love, experience love, and I think we all should have that at least once in our lifetime. But the only way you're ever going to experience it is to learn to love yourself. And I'm big on mantras and affirmations and things like that. And my friend, I have the best friend in the world, but my friend, when I'm down and I'm sad and I'm just, I'm not seeing it, I don't look so pretty and I don't feel pretty, and I just feel, my friend, this friend of mine will tell me, get in front of the mirror, look at yourself, tell yourself you're beautiful, tell yourself you're smart. And you know that really does work. And you know that's nothing more than, you know, manifesting love, you know, self-love. And you know, when you're looking in the mirror, you're seeing within yourself, you're looking into your eyes, you know, and your eyes are the windows to your soul. Look deep within your eyes, because if you want to see someone's soul, you really truly want to see their heart, look into their eyes. And I don't mean like physically looking into their eyes, like, oh, their eyes are so pretty and blue, their eyes are so nice and brown. You know, yeah, you're physically looking, but you know, look a little deeper, look a little harder. You know, someone that is good hearted is someone that is, you know, full of love, and someone that's just overall a good person. You will really, if you look deep enough and hard enough, you will see the light within them. And you know, it can be that their eyes, you know, you can look and look, and you can see that their eyes are shiny, they're bright. You can see just a little flint of light, but you will see the light. And like I said, and if they're not such a good person, you're going to see there's no light. But you know, the eyes are the window to the soul. And I'm not just, you know, saying, you know, looking physically, you've got to look deeper. Even when you're looking in that mirror at yourself, you know, look deep within, because I'm telling you, everything that you need to manifest, everything that you need to be happy, everything you need to be your best, it is all within you. It is all in your heart. And like I say over and over and over again, it's just so simple. And I don't understand why people don't do it, you know, but you know, manifest your intentions. And if you need self love, if you need to love yourself, you know, manifest that. And you know, the key to manifesting anything is to believe. If you believe, you will receive. You know, I say it repeatedly, but it's true. And like I was saying, you know, the affirmations, they are, you know, that is like one of the best things you can do to help you see within yourself, to help you love yourself. And it doesn't have to be any fancy words, any big long speech. It can be two or three little simple basic words. For instance, you know, every morning that you get up, you look in the mirror, you know, every night before you go to bed, look in the mirror. And when you do, you speak your affirmation. And you know, you can get it out of a book. You can go online and get it. You can simply just think what it is you want and speak it. But like I said, it doesn't have to be no big, you know, like a speech or anything fancy or complicated, just something simple and to the point. And you know, my affirmation, like I've said before, I'm just as simple and basic as they come, you know, but we are who we are, you know, and there's no sense in trying to be someone you're not, or to do things in a way that's not your way, you know. And I just simply say, I am worthy of love and happiness. I desire love and happiness. I have love and happiness, you know. And you can just simply say, you know, I want love and happiness. I seek love and you know, it doesn't even have to be those words. You can just say, you know, I love myself. I love you, you know. I'm finding my happiness, you know. I'm beginning to love myself. You know, it doesn't have to be any complicated, you know, long speech, you know, just something simple and to the point. And, you know, you go to that mirror every morning and every night and you look in it. I mean, and you really look. Don't just, you know, look, but you got to look, you know, look into your eyes, you know, look deep within. And you know, you'll begin to see the good things about you. You'll begin to notice, you know, what other people already see, what other people already have noticed. We just, you know, when they say the last one to know, we're the last one to know, and we should be the first, because you know, it's us. But Sometimes, we're blind to what's right in front of our nose. But I just, I wanted to say a little bit about self love because, that's what the goddess, pushed me to talk about. And I do try to obey my goddess. And, everyone needs to have self love because, like I said, lack of love fosters negativity, and that's what we do not want. We do not want to invite negativity into our life. It's always there, it's a constant battle. So, why would we do anything to make it, even harder on ourselves? We want to be happy, and, the key to happiness is self love, and lack of love just opens us up to all types of negativity. And if you can do simple little things to not be attacked by negative energy or negative vibes, or why would you do it? Being happy is what everyone seeks, and it's so much easier than we think it is. It's right there. So why not reach out and grab it? Be happy, love yourself, and then you can find love, and then you can find happiness, and then you can live your best life. And in order to do any of those things, you got to believe to receive. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.